Story time, story. Okay, so when I was getting married, I decided to go and give my wedding invitation to a couple that I know of. They got married for like 10 years, or is it 12 years? They've been married for quite a while, and I know them, they are family friends and all that. So I decided that, oh, let me go and then give them this wedding invitation. And that was somewhere in the south, in the south here. Okay, so I went to the house, and it was a very, it was okay. They have how many kids? I think 5 kids now, or 6 kids, something like that. They have a large family, nuclear family, and he's just a businesswoman, so business was just a lot of people working with her. Okay, so when I went there, initially she was at the business side, she was doing what she's supposed to do, right? But because I came, she decided that, oh, she would take me into their bed, into their sitting room. I wish I sat outside. Hi, sitting room. God, when I went into the room, when I went into the hall, a place they call hall, I couldn't even put my feet. The place was so messy. It's not as if they don't have money to. You don't need money to buy a broom to clean. You don't need money to clean your place. You have a broom. You have a mop. You have children. You yourself, you are there as a wife and as a mother. You can use broom to sweep the room. You can use broom to dust. Yeah, when I went into my sisters, I was, hey, if I, there are certain times when you really get to know people, you get hurt by even getting to know them. You would wish that you didn't know them, you didn't know certain things about them. Because this person, the man is a pastor. So what do you call a pastor's wife, right? And the woman, you say a pastor's wife. So I went into that place. When I looked at cobwebs, you know cobwebs, the things that I don't need to explain. Cobwebs all over the ceiling. Not to talk about that. The sofa that I sat on, they were old sofas. I'm not against you having old sofas. You can have sofas that are like 20 years old or even more than 20 years old, but the way you keep them, okay, will still be neat and still be clean. It was dirty because kids have continuously urinated on them and they didn't dry them out, so they were smelling and they were so dirty, and it was a bare floor with open holes. My mom, anytime she had a crack on her floor, she would just take cement and take gravel, mix it together with water, and then come and use her hand and cement wherever that leak, that small hole, that small place that is opened. But this lady had chunks of those things in her hall. It was a mess. Okay, and after I sat there, like, when you go to a place, you sit, you don't even want to move an inch. And she was happy. The children were just there, and she said, Oli, one of my maids have cooked food and I want to serve you. I said, yeah, I have come to see a place like this and you are serving me food. But you can't reject, because you're going to give them a wedding invitation card as a pastor and the wife, right? So I decided that, okay, I will eat. My sisters, it was rice, balls, and granite soup. I would say granite water. It wasn't soup, it was water. Jeez. And she used poultry, like chicken, for the soup. But if you had seen the soup like this, when you fetch the soup like this, it was just, oh God, what a soup. I've never seen such a soup in my entire life. And the rice balls, so hard. She gave me 3 balls. I took one when she was there. I just, the food is nice. So I took a bite. After she went, sisters, the 2, I packed all of them, put them in rubber, put them in my handbag. I just carried everything, put them in my handbag. And after some minutes, she came and said, oh, I have consumed even the meat. When her children came, I poured, the kids came into the room with their food. I poured on it. And then the meat, I gave it to them. And they were happy. I said, it's your food, you go eat now. I just served it. Oh, when she came, I was almost done. She was like, oh, you are done? I said, yes. So I was so hungry, so I had to, finish the food. And she was like, oh, okay, thank you very much for eating. I said, my wedding card, oh, please. Oh, she was so happy. I said, I just wanted to get out of that place. I just want to get out of that place. And then I left the place. When I went to my court, one of my sisters said, hey, I understand why this pastor was going about cheating. The husband was cheating so much that she had to go to a prayer camp for them to pray for her. You know, the church became angry that the husband was cheating so much, like a chronic cheat. Like, people knew that the husband is a cheat, but he was still pastoring. So when I went and I saw those conditions, and no, let me not forget, as we're talking, her bra strap, you know, sometimes your bra strap can just flip like that, and how dirty that bra strap was. I did not say anything. I just said, hey, a pastor's wife, and you expect your husband not to cheat. What do you expect him to do? Your food, way. Your dressing, nothing. Your cleanliness, which is next to godliness, is still zero. You don't know anything. How do you expect the man not to, even good food to even eat, he cannot get? Hi! So I told myself this is a serious problem. A very, very serious problem. So my church brethren, church sisters, don't think that, oh, this is a man of God, I'm getting to a man of God. Oh, there's no problem with him. Doesn't he have eyes? You think men of God don't know good things? You think men of God don't know good food? They have taste buds. They have senses. God has given them sense of smell, sense of touch, eyesight, hearing. God has given them all the senses that he has also given to you as a woman. So if you think that you are a Christian, you're using the name of God to really like treat your husband that way, it's not fair. Your husband will leave. And that is why this pastor was cheating. Well, I am not justifying the means that I am not like in agreement with the fact that he's cheating, but you can see that there's a reason why this man is doing what he's doing. I thought somebody was knocking, sorry. You can see that this man has a reason for doing what he is doing. So please, my church sisters, it is not a joke. When we talk about marriage, it is not a joke that you think that you are a Christian, you can live anyhow you want with your husband. No. Sorry to say, my kind of husband, I can't live like that. I dare not. Because the training the mother has given to him, I cannot even, I dare not slack like that. I dare not. So when we see that pastors are cheating, they are sleeping with younger people, they are doing this, let's try to find out the root cause of that issue. After I saw all those things, I told my sister about it, and I told one elderly woman about it, and she was like, oh, go and talk to her. I said, me, I'm yet to even get married. I should go and talk to somebody who's married for 10, 20, 15 years, that she's supposed to do this. She said, hey, mommy, I can't do. I just told the woman that if she can go and talk to her, they are fine. But till now, I do not tell her. Well, if she's watching this video, maybe she might know that she's the one I'm referring to. But if the woman I spoke to told her what she should do, good, but I couldn't tell her. So this is a story time. This is a true story that I am talking about. Sisters, learn how to cook, learn how to be neat, learn how to treat your husband well, learn how to train your children, learn how to do a lot. Marriage is not easy. Marriage is not easy. Sometimes I tell my twin sister the things I'm doing this house, she's like, hey, do I have the share? I say, you have, Papa. God will give you the grace to do it. You need to. Yeah, you don't need to slack. Oh, you don't need to slack. It's not easy. So that is my story time. I hope you learned something from this, and God bless you. Bye.